All right, are you just getting started with your spray tan business and not really sure what you need to keep in stock? Stay tuned. I'm going to give you my top 10 list of things you need to have from Amazon all the time in your business to be successful for both mobile and in-studio appointments. Welcome to Impressive Glow. My name is Gina. I'm the owner and educator of Impressive Glow Spray Tan and Teeth Whitening Training, where my ultimate mission is always to help women, moms, single moms learn how to start a side hustle as either a spray tan or teeth whitening technician and to build some financial independence in that process. So one of the most common questions that I get in my DMs is if I offer like a supply list of some of the things that I used when I first started my business or some of the things that I do now. And if you've been following me for any time, you know that I have a lot of free downloads. I have a lot of lists. You can see all of them in the description of my YouTube videos. I've checked all the links. They should all be working. Everything is down there, but I haven't done an Amazon list. And I actually have an Amazon storefront that, to be very honest, I don't promote. I just kind of throw stuff in there, and if people find it, they find it. But today I thought we needed a list of things that I use directly from Amazon and that I keep on like a rotating order sheet to help my business be successful. Did you hear my dogs knocking? Every video you guys know that I have dogs. So I created a list of the top 10 things that I think that at least from Amazon that you need to keep on rotation and make sure that you have in your arsenal, whether you are doing mobile or you are doing in-studio spray tanning. So let's get to our list. All right, so let's talk about one of the most underrated supplies that I think spray tan artists don't take advantage of more often, and that is disposable undergarments or disposable bras, disposable thongs. I want you to think that a lot of our clients, one, are really excited about coming to get a spray tan because maybe they saw a picture on your Instagram and it had like a really thin thong line or it had that really big crisp, spray tan line. And in their heads, that's what they're thinking that they want to accomplish. That's the feeling that they want to get from this spray tan. Maybe it's their first time. But a lot of first time clients will come not prepared, especially if you haven't given them the information in your prep instructions that you offer those types of like disposables. They're going to come in maybe like their old Victoria's Secret thong, maybe a sports bra, maybe something that, they think that you're going to spray tan over that they don't mind getting dirty. And so a lot of times those old Victoria's Secret thongs, maybe they have some lace on them, or maybe the sports bra has like a racer back on it or something. And as spray tan artists, we know that those lines, because maybe at first she's a little bit modest and she doesn't really want to be completely undressed in front of us, which is totally fine. As a spray tan artist, my ultimate goal is to make sure that not only is the application beautiful, they feel comfortable with me, but the next morning when they wake up and that spray tan is actually processed, that they are very excited about that spray tan and they don't have any regrets. So if they have lace on those thongs and they wake up and they're like, oh, I really wish I wouldn't have worn these lace underwear, and because now I have this, imprint of lace on my skin. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. So as long as I at least have the option to offer them something that'll make sure that, when they wake up, they're just super excited about that super crisp line, what they envisioned, what they saw on my Instagram page is exactly what they got, then to me, that makes my experience as a spray tan artist in my business that much better for my clients. So making sure you have disposables is key to your business. So that is an Amazon essential. Also pasties, and it's separate from the disposables because I don't know about you as spray tan artists or if you're just getting started, have you realized how small and little prom dresses are getting, or how revealing cheer uniforms are? And so I spray tan a lot of younger girls, and so when they come to me, we want to make sure, one, that they're covered, that we're being modest with them, but some of the things that they're going to be wearing for these events are pretty revealing. The prom dresses are getting lower, they're getting coming down farther in the back, the cheer uniforms are coming higher up at the waist, like all of these things. And so pasties are something that definitely can be used to make sure that we can get all areas of the body, also while keeping them a little bit modest and keeping them a little bit comfortable, especially for those younger clients or even moms who are breastfeeding. And so pasties are a great thing to have in your little setup right next to those disposables. Hair ties, whatever you call them, chongos, ligas, whatever you call them, hair ties are essential. You would be shocked at how many people show up without a hair tie and then absolutely love you just because you have a little bowl next to all your other stuff that you offer, you know, hair ties. The minute they see that, girls look at me and they're like, you've thought of everything. Yes, I did, because I want this experience to be absolutely flawless and as luxury as possible. So the more we think of things that they could have forgotten, the better this is going to be for your clients. So hair ties, I keep stacks of hair ties in my studio. I order them. I think they come in like 1,000 pieces or 250 pieces, depending on which ones you get. But black hair ties are just essential. Black nitrate gloves. Essential, right? I do see sometimes some spray tan reels or spray tan business videos or pictures, and I see the spray tan artists with like the dirty hands, and if that's because you're cleaning your equipment and things like that, then that's fine. But if you have the dirty, and this is because I spray tan myself, but if you have the dirty spray tan hands, because you're not using gloves, I just think like sanitation, and I think like keeping your client safe and keeping you safe and all the things. So please, black nitrate gloves, obviously for sanitation, but also latex free in case any of your clients may have an allergy to latex. I prefer black because to me it's just aesthetic and kind of goes with anything and every kind of branding you have. But if you have like this hot pink, you know, aesthetic, or if you have this hot pink branding or purple, then buy the gloves that will accentuate your branding. Like think of that in like pictures, like if you happen to, you know, hold the line of their thong or something like that and your gloves match your branding. Like that, to me, that aesthetically just kind of goes together. So black nitrate gloves are definitely a staple. Okay, now let's talk about some in-studio things that you can get off of Amazon, which I think are really cool to have in your studio. So one of the biggest questions also I get is about filtration, about air, about ventilation. And so one of my favorite cost-effective and air filtration systems that you can get on Amazon is the When Air Filtration System. I got this on Amazon years ago when I moved my tiny business into like a bigger kind of like, I had like a three-story condo, and I had the very bottom was like a little studio, and it was perfect, but it had a very, very tiny window. But I purchased the When Air Filtration System, and it has been flippin' amazing ever since I bought it. I moved it into my studio. It was absolutely amazing. And I always have, you know, other spray tan artists who would come to my studio and be like, you don't have a bunch of overspray, or it doesn't smell like spray tan solution in here. Or how do you keep everything so clean? And one, you got to clean every day, but two, that air filtration system really, really helps. So if you have a home studio, if you're in a smaller space, that filtration system is really good. It's important to keep up on the filters. The filters is something that you need to really keep up on. But I loved it. It had like a remote. I can control it through like all kinds of different ways. And so the When filtration system is absolutely awesome. Okay, so I'm going to put these other two things together because this is how my husband made it. Now, also being in a spray tan studio, we all know how loud your compressors are. And so my husband, being the amazing man that he is, built me a quiet box all by himself. I actually have a YouTube video on how we made that, so you can see how we did that. But we got the supplies from Amazon, and all it was a foldable ottoman and some of that egg crate insulation stuff that you put together for, you know, soundproofing or what have you. Super affordable. Like, I think we made this quiet box less than 30 or 40 bucks. Like, amazing. And it absolutely was great at bringing down the noise that you have in your studio. It was big enough to where there was enough air flowing through it so it wasn't going to catch on fire, but it was absolutely amazing. We used it in the like faux leather so you could wipe it down. Those two things were freaking crucial. Okay, now everybody always asks me whenever I posted pictures or did videos in my spray tan studio about my solution dispenser. And I got this idea from somebody that I saw on Instagram years ago, like 5 or 6 years ago. And all it is a cocktail dispenser. Now you can use, I used to just use the bottles themselves, and you could totally just put the bottle up on there and it would come out and it would be perfect. The bottles fit beautiful. The new Jolie bottles looked absolutely gorgeous on there. But then because I started getting into so many different solution brands, it started to look tacky because I had different brands up there. And then so all I did was purchase like these amber colored glass bottles, and they fit, the little stoppers fit right into them. And so then they were up there and they looked absolutely beautiful. beautiful. So if anybody's interested in that, if you have in studio and you want to make it look a little bit nicer, and I know a lot of girls who do this now, but literally all it is a cocktail dispenser. All right, now let's talk about some mobile things that you can use from Amazon for your mobile business. Now, definitely one of the biggest things you want to make sure you have when you're doing mobile is some type of a bag. And I've seen tons of them. The new Hulkin bag is a big deal that people like, and I think that's awesome. I think it's a little big. But my favorite bag that I used was a scrapbooking bag. And I originally got mine at Hobby Lobby, and then I found one on Amazon that was a little bit better. But a scrapbooking bag fit all of my equipment perfectly. It fit my machine, it fit my hose, it fit solutions, it fit everything in there perfect, and it was on wheels. And so I love a good scrapbooking bag. So on Amazon you can definitely get a really nice bag for your mobile service. So one of the other things that I put in that mobile bag are clear like travel bags. Now this is great if you're doing like mobile parties, or you're gonna be seeing multiple clients at once, or you have multiple clients in a day. The reason why I like the clear bags is because when you're using like your spray tan brushes, I had 2 of them and they were labeled clean and dirty. And so as I was spray tanning and as I was using equipment or brushes, or I can put all of the stuff that was still clean, that was sanitized and disinfected in one bag, keep that, you know, nice and clean for them. And then once I used something, I could throw it in the other clear bag to make sure I knew that they were dirty, they needed to be clean. It didn't make a mess inside of my bag, just throwing them in there. So it kept everything, to me, it kept it very professional, very clean. And so that's definitely what you want to give off when you're doing mobile tan, is that everything that you have is very nice, very clean, very sanitized, very disinfected, because I think that makes your client feel very safe with you. So really quick for mobile, I wanted to give you an extra tip or an extra supply off of Amazon that I use. But for mobile, I think it's good to have as many disposable things as you can. So I did find these disposable little trays, and I think they're for painting or something, but they were great to be able to put, like, it's a little dish and it's plastic, you can throw it away, and they're perfect to throw in your spray tan bag, and I get those off of Amazon also. All right, so that is my list of 10 things for spray tan artists that you should be using and have in rotation in your studio, or if you're doing mobile. I hope you guys enjoyed this list. I created a free download, so I'm going to put that in the description so you can download that with the links, so you can see exactly what I get, where I get it, and all of the different things. Leave me a comment in below and let me know what is your favorite thing that you get as a spray tan artist from Amazon, so we can share it with everyone else. So thank you guys so much for sticking around. Happy 2025. This is going to be a new year. I am so excited for what we have in tail for the new year. We hope and pray to goodness that it is better than 2024. I will see you guys in the next one.